Let's talk about negotiation. My disclaimer at the very beginning, I'm a male dom, and oftentimes when I give examples, I'll speaking from the perspective of a male dom. Negotiation is something people put a lot of energy into because it can be the way that you get money, right? And money motivates people a lot. There's this whole realm of professional negotiation, and I think that it's really valuable for us to draw from that in the BDSM and kink community, right? There isn't 100% overlap. There's a lot of stuff that you can do in your professional negotiation, but if you take that into your personal life, then it becomes a little bit too pushy or a little bit too combative. First, let's think about the setting, right? Let's think about what is it that we're walking into. I don't want to negotiate at a flea market because I don't have any control over the environment. There's a lot of stimulus. There's a lot going on. It's really not the best time. Set, right? Set and setting. So what's the mindset that we're coming into? I mean, has this person just driven an hour and a half in LA traffic to see me? Right? Are we going to negotiate right now, right after they step out of the car, after like defending their lives on the freeway? And you might want to set, some time aside and try to figure out if you can get them in the right headspace, or if maybe it's just not the right time at all. I think the very LA thing to do is to like call somebody on the phone and negotiate on your way there. But I'm not sure that's the best way to do things, right? I'll have my people call your people and they'll negotiate. Think about the quality of your interaction. In person is always going to be your best option. Second to in person is going to be like a video chat where, okay, we're not in person, but at least I can still read your body language. I can still read your facial expressions, right? And then below that is going to be a phone call. And then below that is any written form of communication, as tempting as it may be to negotiate in your DMs over Instagram. Be prepared to disagree and do it early. If you expect to disagree with your negotiating partner here, don't save it to the very end. It can make people feel like they've been sort of coerced, right? If you go through all these things and they go, oh, and you need to sleep with me. I don't do scenes with anybody who doesn't sleep with me, right? And that's going to feel really tricky. Don't negotiate against yourself. If you make an offer, let them respond. I say, I really, really want to do knife play. And I really love knife play because this and this and this and this, every word that comes out of my mouth makes that a less appealing offer because I'm rationalizing what I want to do. That silence can be helpful. The silence can be a little bit uncomfortable, but let them be uncomfortable. Take breaks if your partner gets emotional or fatigued. There's nothing saying negotiation has to happen all at once. Bad acting in negotiating, and that's going to be when somebody does something that is oppositional, that is combative, that is not cooperative, right? Bad behavior could be ultimatums, threats, belittlement, feather ruffling, two-option close, pressure, no limits mentioned, dismissive of or not respecting your boundaries. You can call it out and let them know that you've seen it and ask them to behave differently, or you can ignore it. And it's your choice whether that bad behavior is worth the price with what you're dealing with. Things that you won't learn in the professional sphere of negotiating, they'll say, you want to ask for a yes. So that means, hey, we want to have a great time tonight, right? That's a really easy question to ask. And the answer is yes. We wouldn't be negotiating if we didn't both feel that way. So it's an easy yes, right? And I could do that to prime you to say yes. That you'll see a lot in professional negotiation is priming people to say yes. What you won't see is priming people to say no. And an obedient bottom might sometimes say yes when they don't mean it. So I've got to give them permission to say no. I've got to let them know that saying no isn't going to end the conversation. Saying no isn't going to make me mad, isn't going to stop me from wanting to talk to them. So you can prime for a no as well. You can give them a permission to say no. You know, you ask a simple question like, oh, you didn't want to get sexual today, right? And they say, oh, no, yeah, I didn't want to get sexual. There you go. I mean, you already knew that. You already knew that was a no. And so you asked for the no, right? And you've given them an opportunity to say no in a way that is safe, in a way that does not end the conversation,